Heart disease remains the #1 cause of death in the United States, devastating millions of families every year, and seniors are the most vulnerable group facing this silent predator. In the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and especially the United States, seniors are fighting every single day to maintain a strong heart and a healthy life. And the right supplements can truly mean the difference between life and death. The tragedy is that most people realize it too late, after their first heart attack, after their first hospitalization, after they are already prescribed endless medications that chain them to a pharmacy for life. The first and one of the most critical supplements for senior heart health is coenzyme Q10, often referred to simply as CoQ10, a molecule naturally produced by the body but declining sharply with age. In the United States, doctors are finally recommending CoQ10 more often, especially for seniors taking statins, because statins notoriously strip the body of CoQ10, leaving the heart muscles weaker, more vulnerable, and in many cases speeding up heart failure. Without enough CoQ10, the mitochondria, the tiny energy factories inside every heart cell, cannot function properly, leading to fatigue, shortness of breath, chest pain, and worst of all, sudden cardiac arrest. In Canada, it's estimated that seniors supplementing with CoQ10 experience better endurance, less angina, and fewer hospital visits. Real seniors have spoken about how after only a few weeks on a high-quality ubiquinol supplement, the most bioavailable form, they could walk longer distances, climb stairs without feeling like their heart was going to explode, and even sleep better because their chest no longer felt so tight at night. Another crucial supplement for seniors fighting for heart health is magnesium, and it is beyond horrifying how deficient seniors in the United States truly are. Hospital studies show that up to 80% of seniors admitted for cardiac events were severely low in magnesium, and almost none of them were being checked for it beforehand. Magnesium is not just a relaxation mineral. It controls heart rhythm, blood pressure, vascular tone, and platelet aggregation. In plain English, magnesium keeps the heartbeat steady, the blood pressure normal, the arteries flexible instead of hard like concrete, and it prevents clots that can kill instantly through strokes or heart attacks. Seniors in the United Kingdom and Australia are often prescribed magnesium supplements during recovery from heart procedures, but in the United States, despite overwhelming evidence, it's still largely ignored in regular cardiology practice. People have cried talking about how just adding magnesium glycinate or magnesium taurate changed their lives, how their skipped heartbeats disappeared, how their chest no longer felt like it was being gripped by a fist every time they tried to relax. Omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, are non-negotiable for any senior who truly wants to protect their heart and live longer. And this is a fact supported by thousands of research papers from institutions across the United States and Canada. The American Heart Association has long recognized the role of omega-3s in lowering triglycerides, calming systemic inflammation, and preventing arrhythmias that can cause sudden death. Seniors who consume higher amounts of EPA and DHA, either through wild-caught fish like salmon or through pharmaceutical-grade fish oil supplements, have dramatically lower rates of heart attacks and cardiac death. In one emotional case, a senior citizen from Texas shared how after suffering a mild heart attack, his cardiologist urged him to start on a high-dose omega-3 supplement. Within months, his cholesterol profile improved so much that he was able to reduce his medication load, and he claimed he felt 20 years younger. Seniors must insist on triglyceride-form fish oil for maximum absorption, not cheap ethyl ester, versions that flood American grocery stores. Quality absolutely matters when your heart is literally on the line. Vitamin D3 paired with vitamin K2 is another duo that cannot be overlooked, yet tragically, most seniors in the United States are deficient in both. Vitamin D3 is essential for immune health and for maintaining proper blood pressure. But without K2, the calcium absorbed into the blood can end up depositing into arteries instead of bones, turning flexible arteries into deadly pipes of hard stone. Seniors in Canada are more frequently advised to supplement both vitamins together, avoiding the terrible fate of calcified arteries that can lead to heart attacks, strokes, and amputations. In the United States, where heart disease continues to decimate millions of seniors every single year, doctors too often still focus only on cholesterol levels without addressing the underlying endothelial dysfunction, the silent loss of artery. Health that vitamin D3 and K2 together can protect against. Heart specialists who are more progressive, especially in areas like California and New York, are now telling seniors to use 5,000 IU of D3 daily, alongside 100 to 200 mmHg of MK7K2. And seniors who follow this advice often report better energy, fewer joint pains, improved balance, and incredibly better heart test results within just months. Another supplement that many seniors in the United States have tragically never even heard of, but which could change their lives, is nattokinase. Derived from fermented soybeans, nattokinase has the rare and powerful ability to naturally dissolve blood clots, thin the blood safely, and improve circulation without the horrifying risks associated with pharmaceutical blood thinners like warfarin. Real seniors have shared heartbreaking stories about suffering near-fatal internal bleeding from prescription anticoagulants, while those who switched to nattokinase under doctor supervision found better blood flow, lower blood pressure, and no life-threatening side effects. In the United Kingdom, some integrative cardiologists are recommending nattokinase for seniors who are at risk but cannot tolerate harsh medications. The supplement works by enhancing the body's own ability to maintain smooth blood flow, reducing the risk of heart attacks and ischemic strokes, two of the deadliest events a senior can face. Taurine, an amino acid rarely talked about by mainstream medicine, is absolutely critical for senior heart health, especially in the United States, where high sugar diets and mineral deficiencies have left millions of older adults vulnerable. Taurine supports healthy blood pressure, prevents arterial stiffness, improves cardiac output, and is heavily involved in the electrical signaling of the heart. Studies from Canada and Australia show that seniors with higher taurine levels have dramatically fewer heart events and maintain better functional capacity even into their 80s and 90s. Seniors who have added taurine supplements, often 1,020 to 2,000 milliliters per day, describe stunning improvements in their ability to breathe deeply, move without gasping for air, and endure physical activities they thought they had lost forever. In one heart-wrenching story, a senior woman from Florida said she went from being barely able to walk across her living room without stopping to needing no walker at all after only 3 months of taurine supplementation alongside magnesium and CoQ10. One of the emerging but profoundly important supplements seniors should be aware of is PQQ, short for pyrroloquinoline quinone, a substance that promotes the creation of brand new mitochondria, the energy producers in every heart cell. Seniors in the United States face massive mitochondrial decline after age 60, contributing to weaker heart muscles, poorer stamina, and a terrifying risk of heart failure. PQQ works synergistically with CoQ10 to not just support existing mitochondria, but actually stimulate the body to grow new ones, restoring some of the lost heart function that aging inevitably brings. Seniors supplementing with PQQ often report an unmistakable surge in vitality, clearer mental focus, and a resilience in daily life that they had not felt for decades. Emerging clinics in Australia and Canada are already integrating PQQ into heart health protocols for seniors. While most seniors in the United States are tragically left unaware unless they seek out cutting-edge information themselves. Resveratrol, the powerful antioxidant found in red grapes and Japanese knotweed, cannot be ignored for seniors who are serious about guarding their hearts against age-related decline. Resveratrol activates the SIRT1 gene, known for its anti-aging properties, and directly improves endothelial function, which is critical for maintaining flexible, clean arteries and steady blood pressure. Research from the United Kingdom has shown that seniors supplementing with resveratrol experience better blood sugar control, lower inflammation, and significant improvements in artery flexibility, all of which directly protect against heart attacks and strokes. Real testimonies from seniors in states like Ohio and Michigan show how adding resveratrol transformed not only their lab results, but their sense of hope. Many spoke emotionally about no longer living in constant fear of the next heart attack that their doctors had warned them about. Hawthorn berry extract has been used for centuries to support heart health, but in the United States, it remains painfully underutilized, despite a mountain of research proving its power to improve blood flow, strengthen heart contractions, and regulate heartbeat rhythm in seniors. Clinical trials conducted in Canada have shown that seniors who supplemented with hawthorn extract experienced significant improvements in heart failure symptoms, including reduced shortness of breath, less swelling in the legs, and the ability to perform daily tasks without collapsing from fatigue. In one deeply emotional account, a senior man from Pennsylvania shared that after starting hawthorn extract under his naturopath's guidance, he no longer needed to sit down after only 5 minutes of walking, and he was able to attend his granddaughter's wedding and dance with her, something he thought he would never live to do. Seniors must look for standardized extracts with proven dosages, typically between 300 to 600 milligrams daily, and must be extremely cautious to work alongside healthcare providers to ensure proper monitoring. Another powerful but shockingly overlooked supplement is L-carnitine, especially the acetyl L-carnitine form, which has been shown to drastically improve heart energy metabolism. In seniors, where mitochondrial decline is almost inevitable, the ability of L-carnitine to shuttle fatty acids into the mitochondria is crucial for maintaining strong, resilient heart muscle tissue. Studies from the United States confirm that seniors with chronic heart failure who supplemented with L-carnitine improved their cardiac output, stamina, and even survival rates. Real-world stories from seniors in Canada reflect how, after supplementing, they were able to mow their own lawns again, carry groceries without fainting spells, and regain a sense of dignity they feared was permanently lost. L-carnitine also supports cognitive function, giving a dual benefit that no senior should ignore as the threat of both heart failure and cognitive decline looms larger with each passing year. Garlic extract, particularly aged garlic extract, has been a hidden gem in cardiovascular support, and yet many seniors in the United States have never been properly informed about its benefits. Clinical trials conducted both in the United States and Australia have proven that aged garlic extract reduces blood pressure, slows the progression of coronary artery calcification, and lowers inflammatory markers that drive heart disease forward, like a runaway train. Seniors who incorporated garlic extract shared heart-wrenching stories of how their blood pressure numbers finally came down after years of failed medications, giving them a fighting chance at preventing the strokes and heart attacks that had already claimed too many of their friends and family. Garlic's ability to support nitric oxide production, critical for artery relaxation, means seniors who take it often feel more energized, less dizzy, and more alive in ways they forgot were even possible. Another supplement every senior serious about heart health must understand is curcumin, the active compound in turmeric famous for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Chronic inflammation is now recognized by leading cardiologists in the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom as a major root cause of heart disease, yet it remains underaddressed in standard medical care. Seniors taking highly bioavailable curcumin supplements, such as those using Meriva or BCM95 formulations, often report dramatic improvements in joint pain, but also a stunning improvement in their cardiovascular health, including lower CRP levels, better cholesterol ratios, and reduced arterial stiffness. One touching story came from a senior woman in Arizona who, after 6 months on curcumin supplements, was told by her cardiologist that her risk score for heart attack had dropped significantly. News that brought her to tears because she had been living with daily fear that her heart would simply stop one night in her sleep. Potassium supplementation, though needing to be handled carefully and often under medical supervision, is crucial for seniors because low potassium levels are a death sentence for heart health. In the United States, millions of seniors are on diuretics for blood pressure or heart failure, which strip potassium from the body dangerously fast, setting up a catastrophic risk of fatal arrhythmias. Seniors in Australia and the United Kingdom are often monitored more closely for potassium loss. Yet in the United States, low potassium is often only discovered in the emergency room, sometimes too late. Potassium supports normal heartbeat, nerve function, and muscular contractions, including the heart muscle itself. Seniors need to focus on potassium-rich foods like avocado, spinach, and sweet potatoes, but many will require supplementation under a doctor's care, especially if on medications that are notorious potassium thieves. In countless emotional testimonies, seniors have spoken about how correcting their potassium deficiency reversed their terrifying heart palpitations, crushing fatigue, and constant dizziness. Another emerging superstar for senior heart health is beetroot extract, rich in nitrates that convert to nitric oxide in the body, dramatically improving blood vessel dilation, lowering blood pressure, and enhancing circulation to the heart and brain. Clinical studies in Canada and Australia have shown that seniors drinking beetroot juice or taking concentrated beetroot powder supplements have improved walking distance, better oxygen delivery, and lower systolic blood pressure readings. Seniors in the United States who have embraced beetroot supplementation often describe feeling awake for the first time in years, shedding the heavy, exhausted feeling that kept them from living the vibrant lives they desperately wanted. In one touching story, a retired schoolteacher from Oklahoma said, after 2 months of beetroot powder supplementation, she no longer needed her oxygen tank just to go to the mailbox and back. Astaxanthin, often called the king of antioxidants, offers profound protection against oxidative stress, a key driver of heart disease in seniors. Studies out of the United Kingdom show that astaxanthin supplementation improves lipid profiles, reduces blood pressure, and enhances arterial elasticity, critical for preventing strokes and heart attacks. Seniors who added astaxanthin, often at doses of 6 to 12 milligrams per day, shared how they not only felt more energetic, but how their skin, joints, and even vision seemed to improve, reflecting the deep systemic healing that antioxidants can provide when heart function is optimized. Real seniors from Florida and Texas have reported back with labs showing improved HDL levels, lower inflammatory markers, and better cardiac stress test results after only 3 to 6 months on astaxanthin, often leaving their conventional doctors stunned and questioning their old treatment protocols. Alpha-lipoic acid, another extraordinary supplement, is critical for senior heart protection because of its unique ability to recycle other antioxidants and regulate blood sugar, both vital for cardiovascular resilience. Seniors struggling with type 2 diabetes, a devastating condition that doubles or triples heart disease risk, benefit profoundly from alpha-lipoic acid's ability to improve insulin sensitivity and reduce oxidative damage to blood vessels. Research. Studies conducted across the United States have shown that seniors supplementing with alpha-lipoic acid not only improved their blood sugar numbers, but also reduced peripheral neuropathy symptoms and enhanced cardiac autonomic function, a measure of heart rhythm stability. Emotional reports from seniors describe how they went from living with numb, burning feet and terrifying blood pressure swings to feeling more stable, more mobile, and crucially, more hopeful about their heart health future. Citrus bergamot extract has also emerged as a potent natural statin alternative for seniors desperate to lower cholesterol without the horrific side effects like muscle wasting and memory loss so often associated with prescription statins in the United States. Clinical trials conducted in Italy and mirrored by smaller studies in the United States have shown that citrus bergamot not only lowers LDL cholesterol, but also raises HDL, improves blood sugar metabolism, and lowers triglycerides, giving seniors a triple layer of cardiovascular protection. Seniors who were able to wean off high-dose statins under careful medical supervision and replace them with citrus bergamot often share emotional stories of feeling like they got their life back, no longer plagued by constant muscle pain or foggy thinking, and able to return to an active lifestyle that nourishes heart strength naturally. Finally, selenium and zinc, two trace minerals often depleted in seniors, play an irreplaceable role in protecting the heart from oxidative stress, supporting immune function and regulating inflammation. Studies in the United States, Australia, and Canada have repeatedly shown that seniors with adequate selenium and zinc levels have dramatically lower rates of heart failure and sudden cardiac death. Seniors must focus on selenium from sources like Brazil nuts or supplementation around 100 to 200 mcg daily, and zinc picolinate or citrate forms around 15 to 30 mg daily, especially because absorption declines sharply with age. Real seniors who corrected mineral deficiencies describe feeling less fatigued, less prone to infections that weaken the heart, and astonishing improvements in emotional stability and cognitive clarity, proving once again that heart health and total body vitality are inseparably linked.